Wednesday afternoon, friends and neighbors. Tesuichi at the desk with the flying purple baseball beaters and licking my wounds and trying not to feel too bad about how things wrapped up last season. We lost Game 7 of the World Series to the Toronto Blue Jays and lost the World Series. Yeah, it just... After such an incredible season, to end it like that scorches my scones. And I'm going to crank the gain on the mic a little bit. There we go. But the thing is, we didn't lose too many folks in free agency. If we go to the transactions history, we lost Jared Washburn, who I non-tendered, fine. Guthrie, who was competent in his partial season with us, but no big loss. Tim Davis, I kind of regret losing him. I'd love to get another lefty in the pen. Steve Martin, great bench bat. Butch Husky, ditto. Greg Colburn, our starting catcher. Guy puts up 28 home runs and 1.8 wins above replacement on basically a minor league invite. Ismael Valdez, who never pitched for us, and Tim Morrell, who exercised his contract option to leave, or did not exercise the player option, and Paul Quantrill, who, again, was a bargain signing. It looks like he'd be happy to come back. 550K is not bad, but I want to see if we can just swing the draft pick, because he's a Type A free agent. Some off-season, or off-stream trades. We picked up Jeremy Lee from the San Diego Padres. I think of him more as a relief option because that changeup still hasn't developed. As a reliever, yeah, he looks good. And all it took was Scott Connor. So basically Arbrights for Arbrights. I think we actually wound up giving up more money, but Connor at least is a fly ball pitcher. Jeremy Lee is neutral, and I'm trying to stick with neutral or ground ball for my entire pitching staff. And then we swung a trade with the Expos, sending Calvin Tanton, catcher, first baseman, humongous power bat, but no avoid Ks whatsoever. And Cho Jin-ho, Michael Restovich, for Brad Woodard. Looks like he could be something as a bullpen guy. Ramon Soler, interesting middle infielder Matt Watson, and the prize, Jason Grabowski. I'm counting on him to be one of our catchers. Yes, he also likes to strike out a lot, but he's more of a three true outcomes guy, and he also has a bit of a contact. Between him and Sauce, it'll be interesting to see who actually steals the starting job. You will also note we've increased our ticket prices by 50%. The reason for that is if you take a look at the finances for the league, even though we rank number 1 in attendance, we're number 20 in gate revenue, and I am trying to fix that imbalance so we can actually afford to extend Mr. Griffey Jr. We go to team statistics, team finances, ticket prices, everyone's at least in double digits. We're still the cheapest ticket in the bigs. Also, LOL, even with all this money, the Phillies are over their payroll. I mean, I will happily take a Todd Helton or a Gary Sheffield off your hands. What is their salary looking like? Ooh, that is a lot of money for the next 4 seasons. So they've got their window. Their window is open until 2004. Our championship window really ends whenever Griffey leaves. So it could be 2001 when he opts out. Could be 2003 or 2004 when he doesn't activate his player options. That's what I'm keeping an eye on. In terms of free agents, we're not looking to make too much noise, to be honest. I've got a minor league offer out to Mike Sweeney to again compete for a catcher position, as well as a $700,000 deal to Dwight Gooden who, because he won the Cy Young in 1985, will meet my goal of acquiring a Cy Young winner. Haha. Taking a look at the pitching staff, we got a lot of righties. And... Hey, VC! Right on time! I mean, if we want to have a lefty, we could always call up Henkel, or go with David Marcon, who we acquired in trade last season. Good to see y'all, just regaling folks about the off-season that was. A lot of big ticket free agents out there, a lot of people willing to spend money. Who did the Blue Jays lose? Oh, all their pitching staff. Cross, Konopke, and Radke. Good to see you, Attica. Alright, Hall of Fame voting. Unlike in other Sims, I actually do vote in the Hall of Fame this time around. So we're basically just going to zoom through the off-season this stream and see if we can... Hi, Ezra. If we can make some progress. Eck, Carter, Dawson. Let's see. El Presidente. Hey, EVC, thank you for the resub. Much appreciated. I owe you, what, 2 jerseys is it now? Let me double check my tracker. I only owe you 1 jersey. Okay, so we can talk about if it's going to be for which theme team. Let's see here. Yeah, let's give Dave Stewart a call. Keep Steve on the ballot. Fernando Valenzuela, Lou Whitaker, Robin Yount, Jack Morris, and can we please get Tommy John in? Alright, I'd rather take the what's it called? The draft picks from my sign, or from letting guys walk. Gotta keep the bullpen stocked and gotta keep the, Todd Sparacino, who's currently in Salem. It's junk ball day at the Hall of Fame. Maybe. Oop, that was a little loud. There we go. Alright, so Sparacino wants a promotion. Let me see where I can fit him in. Mario Vega is good. But Zinski is outstanding, or is good. Tiant, we just promoted to AAA. No, I think Sparacino's going to be walking. Let's get to the winter meetings and see if there isn't a trade deal out there. Whoops! That's fun. I think I need to get on the new patch or something, because that's not the first time I've had the game crash on me. While we wait for the game to reload, I did want to point out something. For the Flying Purple Baseball Beater, or for the Perfect Teams, there will be a 5th theme team added to this slide on Monday. I'm going to do an impromptu morning stream, just a teeny tiny little one, to launch the Unlimited Editions. This will be a theme team of only cards that have an LE or PTCS version, but it won't be any of those LE or PTCS. So, like, for example, Bobby Bonds has an LE and a regular card. So my team would have the regular card. let's try this again. Steve, Stewart. Sure, include Yunt. Believe it or not, there's only like 11 pitchers IBDB. So we're like just on the bare limit of viability for that particular club. There's plenty of catchers at least. I may be fielding a lot of iron cards. Poor Ken Griffey Jr. So yeah, best Rockies team we've ever assembled. Can't win Game 7, and we lose to the Toronto Blue Jays, who are basically the team of the 90s. All right. Sparchino goes to the Pirates. How come I'm never able to hire away someone? Nick Frazier. Yeah, 2-year deal. Larry Walker, of course, did excellently with the Twins, who you will note did not make the postseason. Oh yeah, Blue Jays were a wagon, sweeping both the ALDS and ALCS before we finally gave them an actual challenge. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make that deal for Ryan Dempster. Okay, we got that squared away. Let's see if any big signings have taken place early in the offseason. Just a bunch of trades. By the way, Nomar Garciaparra is being paid $15 million a year. 1-5. Why would I do this deal, White Sox? I traded you. I traded away Craig Counsell. I do not desire him back. Not interested. Bye-bye. Woodward actually took over the starting job at second base from William Bloomquist last season. And you can see why. The guy's ridiculously solid. I know my manager prefers Willie Bloom because of the defense and the running speed. Worst case scenario, Woodward is a super utility guy. Edgardo Alfonzo, 5 years with one of the Los Angeles teams. I'm not going to guarantee starting rotation, but I could do 750K. And you know what? Apparently he got offended over 50K. Yep, Frank Thomas got his ring. That's why I'm not too upset. Edgardo Alfonzo to the Dodgers for 5 years, going up to $9 million per. If he can stay healthy, this is a problem for us. Pete Shurek to the Pirates on a big money deal. Greg Swindell to the Cardinals for decent money. Gabe White to the Rangers. After an abbreviated season with the Phillies, it'll be interesting to see how he fares. And our old friend... Oh, is that our old friend Julian Vasquez? No, we had Julian Tavares, right. Fred Beretta, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Jay Bell to the Red Stockings. Interesting move. Mike Timlin still playing. Cardinals making some clever moves to increase their team's performance. Phillies have added a lot of folks, trading away Greg McMichael, trading away Ryan Vogelsong, adding Mike Young. Wait. Holy snot, they got Mike Young? Marlins! What are you doing? For 2 top 100 prospects in Wandel Campana and Brad Hopp. And Cesar Isturiz. That is worthwhile. Yeah, and retaining a full salary. That is a fireable offense. And that's why the Marlins have not been above 500 or even come close. Is there anyone even on the trading block who's... Whoa, that's a lot of people on the trading block. As these winter meetings start. Okay. Mets want to get out of the Fryman contract. That would force us to move Guillen to second. And we're not moving Guillen off short. Oh, the alerts box got stuck again. Thanks, Min. Yeah, thanks. That's been happening regularly. I also put Gorgo's banner back up on screen because I lost... Yep, thank you, Hubert. Let me sip again. Just water because it is a midday stream. I'm heading out for drinks later tonight. Let's see, who's available on the trading block batter-wise? Vaughn Baerga. Poor Carlos Baerga has been put on the trading block ever since he came to Arizona. Nobody wants to buy the guy. Jason Varitek. As a backup catcher. Who the heck is the Cubbies starter? Oh, The Cubs have put together the catching tandem of the 2004 Red Sox in Minkiewicz and Varitek. Oh, that's rich. Yeah, we're not going to trade for VTech. That's funny. Rondell White. Batter-wise, I don't know how you improve on this group. Guillen, Griffey Jr., Timms, who can still get better. Travis Lee, Robin Ventura having a comeback season. I need to see something from either Grabowski or Saucedo. Bloomquist and Woodward. We got Colangelo. Bernie Willie. Morgan Ensberg, we're going to be given a chance. I think the only thing we're looking for is a left-handed reliever. That's about it. And I'm not seeing any of these guys moving the needle. So, you know what? Let's just shop Morris and Spencer and see if we can get anyone. All right, We're getting some interesting options. Bobby Magallanes. Captain, too. That could delay our acquisition of Ensberg. Never hurts to have too many captains. Dave Berg. Unmotivated, no. Brian Jordan. I am not feeling like paying 2.5 mil for a pinch hitter. Jeremy Giambi from the Yankees. Hey, that's not the right Giambi on the Yankees. Mike Mordecai. Tommy Longmire. Scott Morgan from the Mets. Shelby Shaw from the Phillies. No. Jeffrey Rishi from the Padres. Selfish. No, pass. And he's extreme flyball too. No. Joe Cotton. Flyball pitcher. Pass. I think we're going to pull that trade for Magallanes. Get the Angels out of a pinch. Get them to eat some money. Bring in a new captain. Hey, they actually got them to eat enough money. I mean, he is a corner infielder, so we probably don't have to bring up Ensberg. He'll play for a free agent slot at least. He's on the 40-man already. We've already optioned him once. We can demote him down again. Yeah, that looks good. Hey, LaBoomstick! Thank you for the resub. Much appreciated. The cool people stream. Otherwise, is there any pitcher with my batter? No, nobody's out there with my profile. What about pitching potential? P. Babbitt suppress. Oh, look, it's Tim Davis. I think we may just have to wait out the market and then pick up whoever's left. See if anyone else is going to make us an offer. Okay, looks like there were some big contracts handed out. Manny Ramirez to the Dodgers, 8.6 mil average, 8 years. It's Mannywood, baby. The Dodgers are going to be a problem. The Dodgers are going to be a problem. We can only hope that their bullpen continues to stink. Angel Miranda on a basic offer. Okay, our budget just went up because we cranked the ticket prices. We're actually making money next season. So let's max out our scouting budget. Let's max out our dev budget. Now we can actually afford to keep people. go to maximum on player dev now that we actually have players to dev. Liking that Watson Matos, a 35-round pick, is actually developing. Array TCR. Maybe we don't need to keep Travis Lee around. Now let's go to the scouting. Crank this up to max. There. We have made use of our available budget. And we still have money available to add, if we so needed. So we don't have to be cheap, but I'm okay to just wait it out. That's how we got Colbrun last season anyway. Wait till the preseason, and then swoop. Besides, we got the Rule 5 pick coming up. Who is Rule 5 eligible that I want to keep? Don't care about Dorlock. Don't care about Piot. No interest in keeping Soler. I know we just traded for him. Yeah, I don't see anyone in the Rule 5 draft that we're really worried about losing. Maybe this is where we can get our lefty. Wow. That is an interesting looking player. Big movement from Nigel Alejo. What's his PBAP up looking like then? Remember folks, even in franchise mode, you can add in PBAP and home run rate potential. Ah, so it's all home run rate. Jairo Diaz might be the better call. Gotta love the Wah Rio logo. Or we go for Mike Moeller. That could be our lefty. Alright, what about batters? Is there anyone worth taking a look at? Okay, that's a great name though, Napoleon Calzado. Alright, Dorlock went to the Rays. Kevin Rogers was left exposed and went to the White Sox. Ah, dang it. Moeller went back to the Athletics. So, to recap, Moeller was released by the Athletics, signed a minor league deal by the Cubs, drafted back to the A's. Ah, poverty franchises. Gotta love them. One moment, streamer mode is not on. You know what? We're gonna pass on the Rule 5. Calvin Tanton goes from the Expos who traded for him over to the Padres. Great work. Hey, Andy Pettit, one-time Rocky, now with the Pirates. Let's get into 2001. Rob Rees. No. Why do you even, like, no. Kubel is like one of my best prospects right now. Which, again, says a lot. This team has a... Alright, so Mark Guthrie, we got a supplemental pick. Paul Quantrill, we got a supplemental pick. Mike Sweeney will be trying out for the Major League Club. Where did Quantrill go? Texas, for only $342K. Oh, we could have kept him. I mean, it's great that we got a Type A pick from the deal. Guthrie to Cleveland on a one-year deal with a Type B. So if we take a look at the rookie draft, we've got the second-round choice of the Texas Rangers and 2 back-to-back compensation picks. This is going to be an expensive first round. Let's make sure we've got enough money for that. There we go. Okay. So we're not going to be able to max out our development budget right away, but we are going to be spending a lot more. Edmonds and Hammond now on the... Nah. I mean, Veritek is interesting, but I'm not sure I like him over Sauce. Devon White lost his finger? Yikes! Also, Carlos Guillen finished the season on a 39-game hitting streak. Attaboy, CG9. So glad I extended him to a ridiculous deal. Still no word from Mr. Gooden about joining our club. That's interesting. Tyhee Brown, who was basically a minor league nothing for us. Just got $1.1 million for the next 3 years from the Mets. Your money, Wilpons. Bill Wirtz for 2 years. Rob Dibble for 1 year at $980K. That is a very good deal for Carlos Perez. Kind of makes me wish we had a chance to do that. Had I but known. Whittleton, Mike Tremblay to the Cubs for 4.4 mil. See, this is what I mean by... Oh, Brad Radke, 6.3 mil from the Athletics. I mean, good for Dr. Dynastic that his Oakland Athletics aren't a poverty franchise, but... Scott Sanders would basically be a bullpen get, but I'm not saying no. We've had him before. Tim Davis does not have compensation. Do we just bring him back? Two years at 1.16? Let's do it. Why look elsewhere for a lefty when we've had a good lefty? Plus, anything I can do to stick it to the Cardinals, the better. Greg Perkle back to Toronto. 1.22 mil. So at least the market on relievers isn't, like, crazy bad. Arthur Rhodes to the Dodgers. Butch Husky back to Montreal. 1 year at 3.8 mil. Sean Hearn is attracting a lot of big money attention. I'm honestly hoping Tim Morrell signs. So that way we get one more... Oh, sorry, not Devon White. Matt White. I mean, good for him. It's not his throwing hand. Out, severed fingers. But it stinks for a top 20 prospect like him. Alright, who's getting into the Hall of Fame? Tommy John finally gets in. Gary Carter, the kid, gets in. And we saved Steve from relegation. Awesome. Man, Dwight Gooden's taking his sweet time, isn't he? There we go. Tim Davis wound up with St. Louis. Rats. Alright, let's go. I'm designated for assignment. There, we signed... We signed a Cy Young winner. Dwight Gooden. Does he not count? Ooh, hiss. Ricky Terlachek, 2 years, or 1 year at 2 mil. So I guess our offer to Davis was too little too late. Any bargains out there? Bobby Games, extreme flyball sidearm guy though. For 550K? Oh, okay, the Reds are trying to chase him down. Never mind. Eric McRae still looking for a contract after... Man, just the numbers in this era to have that kind of a deadly curveball is ridiculous. Still a few big names out there. I mean, adding one more pitcher or starter so we don't have to rely on Jeremy Lee would be my preference. I'd rather go with Haynes over Jeremy Lee. There we go. Haynes at least has the stamina to go multiple innings. Okay, so Saul Rivera is not quite ready to make the club yet. Cool. Called him up for no good reason. Love it. Sure, we'll give Wade Miller a free or an invite to spring training. Wouldn't mind bringing Scott Sanders back, mostly as a closer, because he was. Hey, Dr. Dynastic, good to see you. I will be raiding into you upon completion of this stream session. I mean, Sanders was part of the team that got us the World Series back in 1998. So we know he can play well. I would not give you starting rotation, though. Alright, so good luck with Pittsburgh. Alex Fernandez to the Dodgers. At least all the guys with low movement are going to get absolutely eaten alive. Mark Loretta to the Padres for way too much money. I mean, yeah, the defense is kind of there. Jay Meyer, Boston. Wait, didn't he already sign? Oh, that was Jay Bell. Whoops. Let's get to the preseason, because then that'll load the schedule and see if we have any uniform adjustments. Tim Worrell to the Houston Astros. It only took $3.16 million over 5 years. Wow, the market must have crashed on him. But we got Houston, a first-round pick again. And Houston's first-rounder. Or second round, at least. So we're gonna be stacking up the draft picks quite nicely. Diamondbacks with 2 in the top 5. Wow. When does the draft pool get announced? We've already gotten some names showing up. Ryu J. Cook. Could be interesting. Let's get to the spring training, because then I can make the adjustments for the league schedule to bring in... What's the word? Alternate stadiums. As well as to see who's still out there on the market. Hopefully everyone's week is going well. By the way, you'll be seeing me again on Saturday with the Seafarers. And if you have not noticed, you're going to be getting silver pack drops this weekend. Take a look at your affiliates calendar. Silver drops Saturday and Sunday. And then on the official channel, double drops on Saturday and Sunday. Exciting times for sure. Alright, in 2001, there was one game played in Puerto Rico. All right, team's budget has increased. Thank you, sir. You can probably save a little bit on... Yeah, let's leave it. Sanders goes to Pittsburgh. Preseason begins. So if you want to know how to do this yourself, here's a little mini tutorial. Under league settings for your league, you can go to edit ballparks. Then, under the select ballpark to edit, notice there's an option here for no league. This is where you can go to actions manually, or actions add new park, and add a ballpark that can be used as a neutral site. If you're using some of the historical add-ons that Silva M has put together, the ballparks that no longer are active will be added here. High Knowledge Park, High Kingdom Safeco Field, High Pac Bell Park. But you'll notice I've already added Estadio de Baseball Monterrey, Tokyo Dome, and Estadio Hiram Bythorn in San Juan. The key to look for is that ballpark ID. That's what you need to put in to the schedule. Ooh, Ezra with a just announcing after Out of the Park After Dark on Saturday. Nice. Then, to add that into your schedule, go to League Settings, Edit League Schedule, and then go to the game and change the park ID. So this season, the Toronto Blue Jays will open their season in San Juan hosting the Texas Rangers. Everyone else starts the season the following Monday. Looks like we're at home against the Cardinals. Should be a beautiful day for a ball game, so we'll watch that. I'm also going to do this for all the 2003-2004 games where the Expos are playing in Estadio Hiram Bythorn as the home team. Once I got to 96, I realized, hey, this is something we can do. This is something cool. The only ballpark I'm missing right now is the Sydney Cricket Ground, so hopefully someone can point me to an example of that by 2014 here. Hey, everything I know, Min, I just absorbed through other people. Okay. Derek Lowe, let's give you a minor league deal and see what you think. Improvements on the cheap. See, any batters starting to come down in my price range? Brent Gates is a type B. Colbrun is still out on the market. I mean, we can afford it. Let's see if he's willing to go to 1.3 for 2 years. I wasn't planning on bringing Greg Colbrun back, but after the season he had, outperforming his peripherals, and with the decent catcher stats, I'm inclined to say, yeah, let's do this. You know what? No. Changed my mind. Sorry, Greg. We traded for Grabowski. We traded for him for good reason. And getting a type B pick is not a bad thing. Gotta love the copyright-free music that gets muted because of copyright. All right, Wade Miller. Wade! Joins the team. Derek Lowe. Okay, so Saul Rivera has promptly forgotten how to pitch. Great. Patterson probably will be a part of our relief team. Lee's contact went down. Brian Sanchez got a surprise boost. That's not nothing. Marcone may still be our designated lefty. Still got Henkel. Gonna try and break in with the club. And let's not forget, I also still have Sarlos. Like, I'm not too concerned about... And Arnold. Like, we've got the pitching depth. That's why I'm not too concerned about Cologne leaving. So we've got Gooden. Alright, manager wants to put Pablo Ortega into the rotation. Interesting. We'll see what happens when opening day comes. Basically, we've got options. We've got guys still with options, contract-wise. So, I'm okay with nibbling around the edges and not making too many big swings. Eric McRae to the Orioles for a decent chunk of change. Todd Walker signs the big contract. Never mind. Sean Hearn. Like, on January 29th, it's Christmas in January for Red Sox fans. Almost $17 million in contracts for Sean Hearn, who doesn't even have a picture, and Todd Walker. Let's see, do we even have a picture for this guy? Nope. Fictional picture. I mean, he was a part of the Blue Jays team that went out and won championships backing up Delgado, so he's got the pedigree. And as a starter in San Diego, he was lightning good. Plus, Hearn is absolutely a name that would fly in Boston. Chuck Knobloch. Oh man, the Cubbies are spending money. Steve Avery to Baltimore. The ND Endowment, I like that. Alright, let's see if we've got any new uniforms as we get into spring training. Yeah, absolutely. Like Carlos Guillen being as good as he is. Alright, looks like Griffey Jr. is finally going to be changing his jersey number to 30 instead of 24. I like to overrule the historical jersey numbers, but at this point, you know what? Let him. Alright, let's take a look. Angels. They still haven't gone to their, yeah, they'll be getting a new uniform soon, next season. Diamondbacks have nothing changed. Braves are as is. Orioles, nothing changing till 2003. Red Sox, as is. Gotta love the vest. Preview of what's to come, lol. Also not happening in this sim. Haha. Let me check Cleveland, Detroit. Florida is basically unchanged until 2011. No change on the Astros till 2012. Last year for these Royals designs. Hey now. He may have already come and gone, Attica. That was 1994. Dodgers do still have their 1999 home alt for one more season. Oh, it's deactivated. Okay. Brewers have their home alternate uniform. Expo. By the way, this is Silva M's work. He's like one of the Hall of Famers in the Out of the Park community. If you have not subscribed to this mod yet, drop what you're doing and do it now. Unless you're at work, in which case, don't drop what you're doing. Phillies are unchanged. Pirates seem to have their modern uniforms. Oh, they have the vest. Love it. Padres have one more year with this look. Giants have their new 2001 alternates. Gotta love the unlegible black on black lettering. New home blue uniform for 2001 for the Mariners. Cards have an alternate cap. The Rays have a new vest jersey. It's the 2000s. Everyone's rocking the vest. Texas has a new home uniform, or home alternate. And the Blue Jays, bringing up the rear, have a home vest, busting out the vest for the new season. And a blue alternate with Toronto on the front. You will also note the addition. There's the T-Bird. The muscle T-Bird is going to be showing up in 2003. That's going to be fun. That's set up all beforehand. And with the XML files, it all loads in, actually, automatically. Which is really handy. Alright, so getting the call-ups are Sarlos, Arnold, Baxter, Burrows, Sweeney, Rolandini, Marcone, Henkel, Ludwig, Lowe, Green, Mensch, Piat, Miller, Brian Sanchez, Watson Matos, Ramon Soler, that's a fun-looking rotation. Cologne, Brown, Sarlos, Arnold, Morris, Gooden. Wade Miller coming out of the bullpen. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Derek Lowe, probably going to be released on his... Instead of keeping him. Blake Stein, we'd probably trade him. I mean, yes, the stuff is there. But he's very splitty. And he's ARB eligible. Alright, let's get our lineup updated. We'll see if Sweeney or Sutton or Grabowski steals the slot. Eager to see Watson Matos figure it out. You got Magallanes. Sean Burrows could be our future third baseman or another super utility guy. He may lap Ensberg, we'll see. I think Ensberg is more ready right now. All right, let's... Bubba Butcher, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Is the draft still in May or in June? Yes. Cool. Let's get to the draft announcement. Oh, did Tim Worrell get injured? Oh no. Thanks for the pick, Astros. Has Pablo Ortega finally figured it out? I'd love for him to finally make the club. Marcone as our lefty. Javier Antonio Martinez as a 16th round pick might be figuring it out down in development level. Justin Noodler. Give him a call up. Manager likes him more than... Oh, no way, he's a two-way guy. He's not a good one, but... likes him more than Mr. Super Knuckler. 2.2 wins above replacement as a middle relief guy or as a setup man. Dickey is so fun to have on the club. Paulo Duca re-ups with Kansas City. David Justice to Minnesota. Ludwig. Is going to be sent demoted and then placed on the injured list. Poor guy. Sauce, you gonna get a hit at any point? Buddy? Yeah, Tim Morrell, stretched elbow ligament. Ooh, jeez. Oh, torn here. Okay. Great free agent signing there, Houston. Love it. Great work. Knobloch to the White Sox. Preseason predictions, dare I ask? Minerva, I do not know if it works for online leagues too. I don't play online at all. That may be more of a question for Silva M on the forums himself. But it is essential out of the park mod content. That, Silva M's stadiums, my project Isekai no Yaku to bring a Japanese league into your game. Check out the Saturday Seafarers on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern to find out more. We are projected to win the West still. Griffey not on the top hitters. That's a choice. I think he's mad. I think he might be mad. Yeah, the Giants are a fearsome team in this game. Alright, Thames, we are going to wrap you in plastic wrap, and you do not play if you are even slightly injured. Scout, take a look at Grabowski, please. You're on the case of Grabowski. The Cubbies, good question, Min. They are projected to win the NL Central for the first time this save. Spending money actually helps. Who'd have thunk? Yeah, they've been wandering the desert at times. Coming close in 95. But the Central's really been the Reds and the Pirates so far this save. So, new decade, new era, and new jersey numbers for the guys who want new jersey numbers. I will, I guess, have to find a picture for anyone who's on the club that doesn't have one yet. Finally found a Maxudian pick. Took long enough. All right. Let's take a look at that draft pool. Do we have enough money for the draft? Oh dear. That's not good. Look who. Oh. I mean, we're not going to be able to get to these guys. Hanram, Joey Votto, and his impeccable eye. He's got catcher ratings. Oh, that'd be fun as hell. Speaking of Canadian catchers, Russell Martin. Yachty's in this draft. David DeJesus. This seems to be a very batter-heavy draft. Oh, that's because I'm looking at all batters. Duh. Howie Kendrick. I mean, we really did luck out by having our terrible season right when Carlos Guillen was available. I don't think we are as good as we are. Subset base running to inside the park home runs. No, that wasn't Yachty or Molina. That was Jose Molina when he was with the Blue Jays. Let's see, any big names in the lower rounds that we'd recognize? I recognize Kila Ka'aihue, Alejandro De Aza. All right, let's take a look at the pitchers then. Mark Pryor is in the game. Oh. Oh me, oh my. We're not going to get him because he's extreme fly ball. Josh Johnson as a ground baller who can actually swing a stick. Bit of a change oof, so worrisome. Rich Harden would be incredibly fun. Baldo Jimenez. Jose Camacho. John Lester. There's Ryu again. Yanio Gutierrez. So let's look at the PBAP if suppress. Joaquim Soraya looks like he could be a fun option. Pat Neshek. Oh, the big control guy from Neshek. The indomitable Zach Greinke. John Lester, Mr. Fun himself. Love the stuff on him. And the mock draft says we would be taking Gregor Blanco. No. Kazmir, Jason Hamill, Gavin Floyd, Denorfia, Majewski, Russ Adams. I wouldn't say no to Russ Adams. Could be a decent middle infield pick. Benny Franks. Hey, I recognize that name. Sprout. Hey, it's Sol Taguchi. Good to see he's still in the game. Wait, where's Ichiro? He's already with the White Sox. All right. He was last year's first round. How are the White Sox doing anyway? We got Bobby Derula. Did they get rid of... Nope. Mad Max is still with the club. Okay. Day of the cuts. Robert Saucedo still has not registered a hit in spring training. Ah, buddy, we gotta talk. Maybe we should have gone out and signed Colbrun. Whoopsie. Alright, a Grabowski-Sweeney platoon. Not gonna say no to that. How's Burrows been doing? Burrows has been swinging a stick. He might stick with the club. Matos, yeah, let's option Matos down. Not bother with him. Outfielder-wise, let's keep all of our outfielders. Let's run 6 outfielders for a while. Soler has been... Oh, he's a speedster, but I don't think he's going to make the club. Let's demote him. Let's give Burrows a little bit longer to hang on with the club. Let's option Ensberg. Hey, at least Willie Bloomquist has come out of the gates batting well. Keep Nick Green as a backup for now. Piot has not found any time to get into the roster, so down he goes. It stinks that we lost Ludwig. Or that we lost Saucedo and he hasn't been any good. Like, you need to get a hit in spring training to make the club sauce. A hit. Just one. Adjust Leicester's infield arm defense to 0. I don't think he's got the yips yet. All right, Nick Green, day-to-day for 2 weeks. I mean, he shouldn't be starting anything anyway. Let's take a look at the pitching staff. Gooden's held his own. Credit where credit is due. If anything, it's Morris who's having the rough go. Give him a little bit of additional rope. Sanchez, Rivera, Patterson. Demote. That is one good-looking bullpen. I know. If we want to keep Gooden on the roster, we're going to have to give one of Sarlos or Arnold the boot down to the minors for a little bit more conditioning. That's going to be a tough call. Okay, Nick Green to the injured list. Hey, Sauce, do you have hits yet? No. All right, Alan Baxter. Demote. Noodler. I mean, I love the fact that he's a two-way guy. He's pitched well in spring training, but I don't think it's time for him to come up yet. Henkel will keep getting stretched out down to the minors. Ortega's pitched well enough to stick with the club. I think we gotta look at trading away Blake Stein. Let's go get some prospects. Nope. Rolandini heads down. I want to keep Markong so we have an actual lefty. I think we're going to let Derek Lowe walk, or we're going to shop him. See if someone else wants to take him off our hands. Yeah, Ortega's going to be with the club. We're going to keep Miller as well. He definitely profiles as a bullpen dude. Lee's pitched well. Does Morris have options? Yes, he does. He also needs a few more starts to really get into shape, but good to know we've got options down on the farm. Let's shop around low and see if we can get anything for him. Tigers want to send us back Paul Wilson. Ha! Matt Lawton. No. Ed Beatty and his recently signed contract. Pass. Capello. Pass. Let's send him to the Devil Rays. They could use the help. Eric, got a minor league pitcher to help out with. All right. Everyone else is going to hang around a little bit longer. As I almost knock over my water glass. Almost, but not quite. Robin Ventura out with back spasms for a week. Let's just sit him. Let's at least get him on the IL, retroactive. Sean Burrows may be making the opening day roster. Bloomquist has once again fallen off a cliff batting-wise, but whatever. Catchers. Sutton. Down to the minors. We have one spot left. It's going to go to either Mensch or Emil. Mensch has the better bat. Emil's got the speed. Bench has speed 2. Alright, how many options does Emil have? 1 left. Alright, Emil. Down you go. This is our team. And credit where credit is due. Grabowski took over the starting job. Arnold will take one more day in AAA. Stein will be optioned down as well. We got to make 2 more cuts. Let's give Matt Morris a chance to figure himself out. He's just been having a rough go overall. Actually, no, let much as I hate to do it, it'll be Sarlos. And it'll be Wade Miller as last guy down. But we're going to keep Wade. There's our 25-man roster. Never mind. We're going to call up the last guy I cut. All right. Welcome to Colorado Rockies. Kirk Sarlos. The rookie made it. Oh, how nice that the IL stint isn't retroactive. Great, love it. Sean Burrows, welcome to the 40-man roster. So Griffey's ready to play. Ditto for Burrows. I mean, it's a shame Woodward didn't steal that start from him, but I'm okay with Sean Burrows getting a head start on his career. Let's see what the season starting predictions say. We'll watch the Toronto game in San Juan, and then we'll start off with opening day, April 2nd, 2001, at home against the Cardinals. Next Wednesday at our usual time of 6 p.m. Eastern. Let me see if anyone else is doing the stream right now. Dr. Dynastic's up and running, so we're going to stream into him, or right into him. at the conclusion of this broadcast. Should at least make the postseason. I think we can make that work. Colangelo took a ratings drop. Great. John Asahina with a ratings boost. Okay. Getting some interesting work. How's our minor league looking? Still 23rd. Great. We promoted too many guys. And the updated coverage thinks the Dodgers are going to lap us. But we would take the wild card. Okay. Whoops. We skipped past opening day. Nope, this is opening day. Right. My bad. Okay, let's watch this game at Estadio Hiram Bythorn. It's a Perez versus Perez matchup as Odalis faces Carlos. The defending champion Toronto Blue Jays take their talents. Nick Theodoro, that's an interesting name. Interesting player, too. Plays just about everywhere. Marshall McDougall at third. Tony Womack DHing. Interesting move. Corey Koski, still the Canadian phenom at third base. Ivan Rodriguez signed to a massive deal. Like, I look at these teams. Yes, the Blue Jays are still dominant. I still feel pretty good about our chances if this rematch were to happen. Both teams rocking the blue uniforms because it's a Sunday. That's not going to be confusing at all. Let's just watch the first inning. I want to get y'all into dock pretty quick. 1-2-3 inning for Carlos Perez. Now Odalis Perez will face Shannon Stewart to lead off the bottom of the first here. The Blue Jays do have a very strong Latin American following because of all their support of Dominican baseball. They are known as Los Azulejos down there. Sean Green, little looper to center field. Barry Larkin held at second. King Carlos Delgado. And what a homecoming this is for him. This is the first MLB game in Puerto Rico, and of course Delgado's in it. Odalis Perez walks in a run here at the bottom of the first. 1-1 on Tony Womack. Popped up, shallow center field. Good play there by Jacques Jones. Gary DiSarcina is plunked. Everyone does the 90-foot tango. Nick Theodoro. On the ground, that should be a play at first. Good play by Corey Koski. Let's skip ahead to the bottom of the ninth. Toronto leads 10-2. Carlos Perez going for the complete game. Gives up a loud high fly ball. David Lamb sends one to the stands. Mark Mims in. Good work by Carlos Perez in his Blue Jays debut. Holding the Rangers to 8 runs. Oh, long run. Great play there by Barry Larkin. 36 years old, still able to do it. Eli Marrero, pinch hitting. Fly ball to center field. Man, Shannon Stewart just covers all bases. Or all fields out there. Koski. Fly ball to deep left center. He's going to scorch one. And it's 10-4. Blue Jays over Rangers. Steve Neal, the 1-2 on the way. Line shot to right. That's going to fall in front of green. Blue Jays not able to find that final out yet. Here's Ivan Rodriguez. On the ground, Larkin dives, throw to first, in time! DiSarcina goes 2 for 2 and is pinch hit for. Crowd was buzzing at Hiram Bythorn today. Yep, we know the Blue Jays are good. Yep. So not having Ventura is going to make things interesting. Sean Burroughs getting a chance to debut as a 20-year-old at third base. I mean, thankfully we have Woodward who can act as a defensive substitution. And Bobby Magallanes. We've got a good leadership core. Ryan, Bernie, Bobby, Jason's got some leadership talent. Thames is the only selfish one, but I mean, he can afford to be. Man, if that contact rating keeps going up, woohoo! Oh man, oh me, oh my. And finally, everyone's in good spirits with each other. I made a lot of changes to the pitching, or to the coaching staff between streams. John Pasella takes over as our new bench coach. Kyle Bradley, our new third base coach. Julio Sanchez, our new pitching coach, as requested by Mike Eden. But I like that everyone's got good ratings that we need. Will it be? It looks like it'll be Willie Brown getting the opening day start against the St. Louis Cardinals when we pick up with the Flying Purple Baseball Beaters again next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You'll see me next on Saturday with the Seafarers, 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. Eastern. My bad. And then, I on Monday next week, a hastily thrown together perfect team stream to launch the Unlimited Editions. Gonna raid y'all into Dr. Dynastic now. Be sure to say hi to him for me. The raid phrase is Rocky Raid. Like Rocky Road, but with raid instead. Time is precious, folks, and I'm grateful that you've been able to spend some of yours with me today. Firage, take us out. See you Saturday.